Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a soul contract reading today. And so this is going to be for those of you that are in separation and no contact with someone that you know that you have a soul connection with. So this is just going to be showing us the current theme of your contract and just all the different things that make up this energy. So just take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. This reading may not resonate with you today, and that's fine. So all the decks that I'm using will be listed down below, and as usual, as I shuffle each deck, I'll let you guys know what I'm using. Any of the cards that I have that I've created are available for purchase in my Etsy shop, but if you're international, please email me and I'll send you a special link. The only deck that is not for sale right now because I'm out of stock is the Twin Flame Journey Oracle, but I should be getting this in stock on Tuesday. So I'm actually going to be using Beautiful Bracelets by Rising Sun Oracle today. So this particular bracelet here, let me get the information on it. This has an Archangel Michael pendant, and so this actually helps to release you from attachments. And so I just thought this would be a beautiful bracelet to use today. And then also the Women's Psychic Protection. Okay, so you guys will be seeing me use these today on my arms. Well, sorry, wrist. And then the Orgonite that I'm using today is from Wing and Bell. It is the Cupid's Rose Orgonite. So you guys, I guess let's just go ahead and get into it. My nails, I finally had to take them off, so I'm all natural right now. All right, let's get into this. So let's start off. I have created an outline. We're going to go into the overall theme of this contract, where it's just at currently with this contract. So I'm going to grab a card from each one of my decks. This is my Arrows of Love Oracle. What is the current theme of the contract between you and this person? This is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. The current theme of the contract for you and this person. Oh, let me just grab those cards that fell, you guys. And there's too many, so if it was just one, I would have taken that as a sign, but there was like 5. Okay. Let's get that. All right, signs from Spirit Love Oracle. I've also got my dryer going in the background, and it's got a freaking hoodie with a zipper on it, so you might hear that cracking around. This is my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. Twin Flame Journey Shadows. Twin Flame Journey Messages, number 1. And Twin Flame Journey Messages 2. All right, let's look into this, you guys. So, the current theme of this contract, we'll take it one at a time. We have dreaming of you. So I'm getting here that even though the two of you are in separation and no contact, there is definitely this energy of the dream world that connects you and your person. You guys are both dreaming about each other. Now, I'm not talking about all day long, obsessed type of an energy, but you guys are definitely having some sort of, like a recognition or a remembering, like memories of the past through dreams, okay? So that's definitely happening. We have the 5 of Pentacles, while people are in this state of being isolated and alone. So I think that that's very interesting, you guys, that right now during this time in the world, that a lot of us are in that quarantine isolation mode. We feel isolated in our homes and alone. So I feel like there's a special message for somebody out there, or for some of you out there, that actually during this period of time, you could be having a lot of dreams about this person and vice versa. Okay, but the 5 of Pentacles, of course, is a card where the door has been shut on this connection. Somebody has had to shut the door. Maybe you both decided to shut the door. Maybe one person decided to shut the door on the other. But whatever has happened here, it has made somebody feel like they've been shut out in the cold. So that is currently where the connection is at. We have winter. Interesting. This could have happened in the winter. You see this timber wolf here. That is obviously snow around him. So for me, that's significant. So it's definitely like you've had to freeze somebody out or somebody froze you out. But this is a connection that's been frozen in time. That is what I'm getting here. It's a contract that's been frozen in time. We do have the swan here, which says loyalty. So what I'm getting from the swan here is that the swans do represent divine connections, divine love. So I feel like this is definitely a higher, like a higher soul connection, this contract. But it's also saying loyalty. Depending on where you're at, like whether you're with someone or not, or maybe your partner's with someone or not, or maybe the both of you are alone, I'm getting here that doesn't really matter, because in your hearts there is still this connection, there's still this loyalty to one another. So despite the circumstances, I feel like you guys have both remained loyally in connection with this contract. We have spirit of fire, passion, creativity, and spark. So there could be something about your connection that really sparks something within you, and also it sparks something within your person. You could be feeling creatively inspired by them, and vice versa. I'm getting this is a two-way street, you guys, all of these messages here. It's not just one-sided. You guys you guys have a lot of fire, a lot of sparks that flew between the two of you, and I get still exists between the two of you. But you guys might channel this energy now into creative ways. You found creative ways to use this energy, very creatively. That's what I'm seeing here. Could be very creative individuals as well connected here. We have forceful. So we have wolves coming through here. Wolves, and we also have this buck, this deer. So it could be that there's some spirit animals that are also connecting us. We could have the moon's energy that also connects us too. But this is like forceful energy. It's like somebody is howling at midnight. And I'm not like getting that literally, but somebody feels wild. Somebody wants to force something to happen here. Somebody wishes that something could be different. That is the energy I'm getting here. And it could be that forces beyond your guys' control separated you. And what I mean by that is that it could have been outer circumstances, or could have been a lot of influences from other parties that just seem to drive a wedge between you and this person. I can't handle your words right now. So again, you guys are not speaking, and somebody still feels like they're not sure if they can handle what you have to say. They might even view your energy as very forceful and very dominant, okay? And so that could scare them, or it could be vice versa. But we definitely have people that feel like they just can't handle words right now. And we have songs are speaking to me. So there's a lot of songs that they might be listening to, or a lot of music that you're listening to. And I am getting here that you guys are communicating through this energy here. They're getting songs from spirit. You're getting songs from spirit. You might be posting songs on your social media. They might be posting songs. So there's some sort of a communication that really expresses how people are feeling. So even though they can't handle speaking and having communication right now, I do feel like maybe people are expressing themselves through song. That's beautiful. So that seems to be the overall kind of like general energy of your contract at the moment. So let's go ahead and get some additional information. So we're going to go into the Earth Magic cards here. Oh, these two cards want to come out. We have childhood, and we also have mountain strength. So childhood innocence and mountain strength. So it could be that you and this person go back. You guys could be childhood sweethearts. You guys could know each other from childhood. You guys may have done a past life together. I also see childhood whenever it comes up in Oracle, or even Tarot, Six of Cups, childhood past. It could be like past life energy for sure. But I have mountain, and so I'm getting here that this has to do with really testing your strength. So this connection tests your strength. There's a lot of mountains and challenges in this connection, right? But I feel like this connection forces people to kind of have to face their past, or face their childhood, and face their childhood fears, or even their upbringing that have caused them to be the way that they are today. So this connection really forces, you see, it really forces people to have to look at themselves. It really forces them to have to perhaps change for the better. So this connection and this contract can be seen as very challenging to one or both of you. And that might be one of the reasons why you guys have had to shut the door on this person, or they on you, because it forces them to have to change. It forces them to have to better themselves. It forces them to have to ascend. And sometimes that's not always the easiest thing to do, especially when we're not ready to do that. So I want to get 3 cards from the Dream Oracle cards. So this is also energy that connects the two of you for your contract. We have naked. dare to bear all. It could literally be that you and this person just bared your souls, you know? You have just stripped yourself down. This person stripped themselves down with you. When people do that, unfortunately, though, especially if they're not ready or they're not comfortable with their shadow side, that can freak them out. That can make them feel very vulnerable, as in, you know too much about me. And it's like sometimes in a way it can be almost like a mirror. So I feel like somebody was very raw and very real, and that may have scared someone off. That is what I'm seeing here. Could even be that you guys were just very comfortable with one another as well, which is just naked and comfortable in your own skin. We have box. This is about revealing your secret power. I feel like this person and you both create, like you guys both inspire each other to tap into your inner power and your inner strength with that mountains energy. So that this connection helps the both of you to actually be stronger person or people, and to face your challenges and just to become stronger. That's what I'm getting. All right, last energy here. Okay, I know there's too many. Sorry, 3. Like, why am I grabbing 3 here? We have school. See, yeah, this is definitely a learning. You guys are learning from one another. Okay, this is saying examine your beliefs about being tested. So this is the deal. This connection pushes you to the limits, to where you have to face what your belief systems are, how you were raised, visit your childhood, your upbringing, your values. This also pushes you to have to learn more about yourself, to see Earth as a school, you know, to really learn as much as you can while you're here from your experiences, other people, this connection, and just yourselves. So do you see how this connection is not fucking around? This is a connection where there's actually work that is being done. So it does force us to have to change. It does force us to have to face something within ourselves that may be broken, or something that we're afraid of. It pushes us to be better human beings. So that is what we have for the first messages that are coming through for the current theme of the contract. So let's continue. What does your person trigger in you and you in them? So I'm going to put these over here so I don't lose them, just in case I need to go back for reference. We are going to go into this deck from Fire Witch Tarot. This is a beautiful deck called Truth Rising, okay? And we're going to combine them with these top secret cards from Angelic Revelation 144. And we're going to also combine these with the archetype cards from Carolyn Miss. So let's get into it. What does your person trigger in you? What does your person trigger in you? We have gamble, taking a risk. So this energy here may make you feel like dealing with them, meeting them. It might be that they've triggered you to just basically completely abandon all logical, rational thinking. You may have come together with them and it was just like, you know what, all bets are off the table. I'm just going to jump in head first without thinking about it. So this person essentially came into your life and really pushed you in a way to just take a risk and take a leap of faith. Now, of course, taking that risk and taking that leap of faith may have not paid off, and it may not have turned out the way you wanted it to, but in some sort of a way, this person freed you. They helped you to just let go and just love with everything you had inside. So to me, it's a very liberating energy that they triggered within you, but they also trigger within you now that you may be afraid to take risks moving forward. As in, I can never open my heart up to another person. I can never trust someone again. I'm ruined for life. So these things are coming up for a reason within you. So let's go ahead and get a top secret message here with this. Oh, see, I want to have a family with you. So there could be some kind of a special message for someone out there. This person triggers you to basically think about just throwing caution to the wind and just doing it. They might be telling you, I want to have a family with you. I want to have a baby with you. I want to have this. I want to have that. And you might be thinking in your logical mind, kind of like, we're not ready for that. You know, we just met, or how about we've gone through many problems and issues and we haven't even cleared those things up. So how could we be talking about having a family now when we haven't even gotten through our issues? So this person really pushes you to throw caution to the wind. And it doesn't mean that you should throw caution to the wind. It just means that they're helping to open you up and get you to move forward with your life with not so much caution, is what I'm seeing here. They're helping you to be a little bit more liberated and free, and to just open yourself up to the experience no matter what the hell happens. It's kind of like you're living at that point, because right now that may not be happening. You may feel very stifled, like life is just kind of passing you by. And this person pushes you in some sort of a way to take a risk with them. So, but again, they also trigger you to where now you have all these trust issues. So it's difficult, is what I'm seeing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 3 cards, because I feel like maybe some people will resonate with that message, and there's at least 3 choices is what I'm getting here. Okay. So what else is this person? We have in transition, shedding old layers. So this person also helps you to transition into a new aspect of yourself, shed old layers that you may not have known were a problem for you. They actually help you to change. They help you to shed. They help you to transform your energy. And that could be very painful, is what I'm getting as well. I am feeling jealous. So this is an energy here where you could have been in just a state of rage, jealousy, bitterness while this transitioning is taking place. So when people trigger us to, when people hurt us, it does trigger a response within us. We feel rage, we feel jealous, we feel slighted, we feel deceived, we feel all of these different things. We feel abandoned, unloved. But what I'm getting here is that this person forced you to go into transition and to shed old layers of yourself that just were not actually serving you. So in a way, even though they may have hurt you, I'm getting here that they actually really helped you at the end of the day. Last message. Sexual connection. Okay, so what I'm getting from this as well is they could have really triggered some sort of like major abandon. That's what I'm getting here. Just like throwing caution to the wind. I will do anything. I will try anything. I am yours. I mean, it is a very I can't even think of what I want to say, because it's just so much. It's like you feel so connected to this individual. It is the best intimacy. If you were intimate with them, it doesn't actually have to be sex, but you guys could have just literally had a moment where you embraced, or you just had that intimate moment where there was no affection whatsoever, but it was just 2 souls merging together. There was definitely this energy here where it was just like, wow. And what I'm also getting to is that there could be, this is not going to resonate for everybody, there could be some sort of sexual dysfunction within you and this person came into your life, and maybe the only way that you know how to love or connect with someone is through sex. And so this person may also have some sort of issues with sex as well, and maybe kind of put you in that it's just strictly sexual. I don't want a relationship or a commitment with you. And so this could have really, again, helped you to change who you are by not selling yourself so short, by adopting a more, just self-worth type of an energy about yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm also getting to, because for some reason this is all kind of tying together, how sexually confident you were or open that you were. It really could have caused your partner to feel jealous. Even though this is how they trigger you, I'm getting here, if this is your energy, you could have caused them to feel jealous and insecure. Okay. Would you give me another chance? So I feel like there's some shame here. I feel like you did something, you acted in a certain way with this person, where maybe you just sold your soul because you wanted to hang on to them. Maybe you knew that it wasn't the best thing for you to just have sex with them with no commitment, or maybe you just were trying to do everything that you could to keep them. And maybe you did things that you're not proud of today, and you feel shame and you feel rejection or even judged by this person for either shaming you or judging you. And so you would like another chance to redeem yourself. So again, you guys, this is really shadowy and really dark for some of you. This person really did put you in a spot to where you really had to confront your either demons or darkness or shadow or insecurities and dependencies. And what it does though is at the end of the day, no matter where you are resonating here, this is getting you to shed old layers of yourself that no longer serve, old ideas, old concepts, old behaviors. This person is actually helping you. It is a blessing in disguise what happened between the two of you, no matter how painful. So let's go ahead and get here. What else did I want to do? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get an archetype, and then we're going to switch over to their energy. Okay, so what they also trigger within you, of course, the very first thing that I'm going to say is daddy issues. Sorry, it's just what's coming to mind. Some of you, especially if you're, females or God, even feminines, it doesn't have to be a female. I mean, a boy, a man could have father issues. But I feel like there's definitely some sort of a structure that maybe was not in place either in your life, or there could have been even some sort of an abuse with a father figure. It doesn't have to be actually blood related, but somebody that was supposed to basically be that foundation and structure in your life. I do feel that this person triggered you to face those things, to face your issues with either your father or just the structure and being a strong person, a person that knows their worth in this life. So again, this person really pushes you to examine yourself on a deep, dark level. Let's go ahead and shift gears. What do you trigger in this person? Okay. How do you trigger them? Or did? We have in my zone. So that says minding my own business. So let's go ahead and get the card that goes with it. Okay, I want to make love to you and minding in my zone. I'm getting here that what you triggered in this person, when you met them, they could have just been very independent, doing their own thing and minding their own business. And then all of a sudden you come along and you literally turn their world upside down. They get into this energy where all they want to do is they just want to be with you. They want to make love to you. And even if there wasn't a physical connection here, I'm just getting here that they wanted to be around you a lot. So you triggered a needy response in this person. You triggered some kind of energy within them that caused them to feel like they needed you. And I'm getting here that they may not have liked that. They may not have liked that they wanted to be with you and that they needed you in some sort of way. It may have made them feel very uncomfortable. So that's the first energy. Total eclipse, two souls merging together. Do you see that, you guys? It's not an accident. I'm telling you, when you met your person, you guys came together, you really, really affected them on a significant level. And maybe you don't even know that. But I mean, there was a total eclipse. It's kind of like that song. I got to say it, the total eclipse of the heart. Who knows? Maybe there's some information in that song that will help you to understand how this person felt when they met you. And again, they could have definitely been in that energy of just playing it cool, but you really affected this person. You are mine. You caused this person to want to really claim you, and that bothered them because I am getting here that maybe somebody wasn't ready. They weren't ready for this, They weren't ready. It's kind of like it could be some kind of a force or something where it was like they weren't ready to face this. They weren't ready to go into this energy with you. They may not have even been ready to be loyal to you, as in just be with you and committed to you. But they did have that in their energy field where they wanted to be with you. They wanted to claim you. But I almost feel like there's some kind of an energy that's connected to you that's very free or very independent, and it caused them to be immediately jealous and insecure because that's why the jealousy card came up, right? So let's go ahead and get the last message here. Oh my God. What? Soulmate, divine soul connection. I am telling you, You know, the cards don't lie. You triggered this person into this energy of feeling something that they've never felt before. And I'm getting here that they were not ready for this. They were minding their own fucking business. They were in their zone, just doing their own thing. But then all of a sudden now you come into their life and they want to do all these things with you. And it's like so what I'm getting here is that if you guys had a brief, intense encounter, that would make a lot of sense, because this is somebody who is definitely just kind of up, like I keep getting the word abandoned. They're like in this complete abandon, letting go, just taking that risk with you, opening themselves up to the experience. And then something happened that scared the shit out of them. I wish I could go back and change things. So your person has a lot of regret is what I'm getting here. They have a lot of regret with how they handled themselves. They wish that they could go back and change things between the two of you. So I feel like there's regret that your person has that is connected to you at this particular time. And you trigger this within them. You trigger them to go into a state of reflection and regret. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get another message here. How do you trigger them? Oh, wow, look at this. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Okay, so it says intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. How sad. You definitely put them into this energy to sabotage this. And it's not like you did this. They did this. They destroyed this connection. They sabotaged it. And why? Because it was way too powerful for them. That's why. Okay? So I'm gonna say here, it says releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. I'm getting here that they could have had a new way of life with you, but instead they destroyed it. They destroyed the potential to have a new type of life and a new type of connection. But again, your person was not ready. They were not ready. They just were not ready at all. And the thing is, on the bottom of the deck, I'm just looking at it, it says lover. So it says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. That was the energy. They felt this love energy with you. They felt that soul connection, this total eclipse of the heart. But it was too much for them to deal with, and so they burned it all down. That's what I'm getting. All right, you guys, very interesting stuff. So I'm going to put these aside, and we're going to go into the next portion of the reading. So now we have what needs to be healed. What needs to be healed and cleared still within this relationship. So we're now going to go into What's the Tea by Fire Witch Tarot. And we're going to get the other deck, which is, hold on for just a second. Oh, here. Challenged Relationship Messages from Angelic Revelation 145. If I can talk. Okay. So what still needs to be healed and cleared with your connection? So we're just going to get 3 cards in general. We have groupie. We have fishing for comments. And we have running. Okay, so these may not all resonate with some of you guys, but it could literally be that somebody is really in an energy where they just have a lot of people around them because they like to have admirers, but they're not necessarily connecting with any of these people. It's just very surface energy. They're just fishing for comments. They're fishing for compliments is what I'm also getting too. We also have somebody who's still kind of running away from the connection, not ready to face it just yet. I don't know. I can't handle your words right now. That's, of course, coming through too, again. So let's get some clarifying energies here for these cards. Groupie. I just feel like with groupie, there's other people perhaps that are still affecting the situation. Third parties or just friends and family or belief systems. When you told me you thought I was too good to be true, I was one of the few good and true people in your life. So this right here is telling me here that somebody felt like this connection is just too good to be true. So it's, again, that sabotage or destroyer energy. So they're much more comfortable perhaps being in a group of people, not connecting one-on-one. This still needs to be healed. This still needs to be cleared. Now, they might feel comfortable being on their own, but when it comes to connecting with other people and just other people, they might prefer to be in a group rather than one-on-one intimate energy because they feel perhaps that something is too good to be true. they felt you were too good to be true. You might also felt that way with them as well. So this is definitely something that still needs to be cleared and healed. All right, fishing for comments or compliments. Wow, this is a long one. The silence is so unbearable between us. I wonder if you are punishing me because of the 3D challenges, or did I push you away due to believing the obstacles in our lives were too great to overcome? I surrender and trust in God and divine timing. If it's meant to be, it will. So you might be having a person that's basically telling you, even though they might be fishing for compliments or on social media and they seem to just kind of be doing their own thing and just kind of not really deeply connecting with anyone, what they're telling you here is that the separation and the silence between the two of you, it really sucks. And you might be feeling that as well. So I feel like people are just kind of still maybe just hanging out with other people and it's very surface and it's not really going anywhere. And there's two people that are still really missing each other. But there's also still some disbelief as to, are you punishing me, or this is too good to be true? So now it brings up running. Now we're just running at this point. You knowingly brought me into a clusterfuck of a situation. I trusted you to do what was right and you let me down. So this is what I'm seeing, you guys. This right here is what still needs to be cleared, is that somebody knowingly entered into perhaps this connection. They said that it's like they said something and they said that this is the way that it was going to be. And then all of a sudden they changed their mind and they ran away. So this is some heavy duty stuff that needs to be cleared. Somebody really hurt someone with their behavior, and that's something that still needs to be cleared, most definitely. Now, it may not resonate with everybody out there, but that's what wants to come up today. So if you're dealing with an individual that's just kind of spending time with a bunch of people and they're not really serious about settling down and committing, I'm just getting here that that's still being worked out. I'm also getting that if somebody promised you something and then basically they'd let you down, that's also something that is very triggering to you that still needs to be healed and cleared, that this person did this. And I know that somebody's going to ask me, well, how do I do this clearing and healing? Well, time and space is definitely one of the greatest things that you can give yourself when it comes to a connection, because you'll do a lot of reflection and a lot of healing on your own. And then just one day, it'll just lessen and it won't be as big of a factor as it was, you know? So there's definitely just time and space. And then, of course, focusing on your own self and focusing on the things that make you feel good and the things that just basically make you feel alive and just healthy and just happy. So anyways, that's what we have, you guys, with what needs to still be healed and cleared. There's definitely some kind of crappy energy here that's still lingering around in this connection. So if that resonates with you, try to work on some of these things. Try to just get to a place of peace or forgiveness or just acceptance or something. So let's now, I got to get a drink of water. Sorry, guys. I never do this. All right. So now let's go ahead and get into what is the reasoning for this time in separation. Well, you know, that's the thing. It's funny that I actually just said that. The only thing that can really help us to heal is that separation. So let's just see, what is the reasoning for this time in separation? We have commitment, we have recognition, and we have return. All right, let's clarify this. Okay, so when I see the commitment card, it immediately brings me back to the contract. The contract, the commitment that you guys made to one another, that you guys would come together in this lifetime and that you guys would do this work, whether it's together or apart. But I'm getting more of this connection and more of the work is actually done when you guys are apart. It helps you to recognize each other. It helps you to recognize things within one another. There's definitely a soul recognition between the two of you. It's come up many, many times, especially on your person's part. Obviously, you're watching the reading today. You recognize this person is significant in your life. And I feel that maybe some of you need clarification or even confirmation that your person feels the same, which is why we had both of those cards come up that clarified that. And then now we have return. So I feel like a commitment to return to you one day is here. So this period of separation, what is the reason for it? Clarify commitment. Yeah, see, Four of Cups. Somebody, it's like you guys came together and you guys could have had commitment. You guys could have gone the distance from the very beginning in this connection, but somebody declined. And I'm getting it was your person because I see this energy connected to them where they destroyed this connection. So they missed out on this opportunity with you. Okay, and that might be one of the reasons that return is here. So during this separation, during this period of being alone, I mean, look at that guy by that body of water. He's literally looking at all of the opportunities that he's missed for this commitment or his issues with commitment, one of the two. And I keep saying he, it could be a she too, you guys. Sorry about that. Recognition. What are people recognizing? They're recognizing ways that they can move forward and heal and have tranquility and peace moving ahead with their lives. They're no longer interested in holding on to old energies that are not serving them. So people are recognizing through this connection how to heal, how to make better, healthier choices for themselves. So do you see how you guys both inspire each other to want to be better, to want to improve in this life? It's beautiful. And now we have this return energy. Return, Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands could be you, of course. She's very confident and very magnetic. So what I'm going to say about this, you guys, is that the Queen of Wands literally with her energy draws people to her that are meant for her, draws people that are supposed to be in her life. What I'm getting here is that it may be that there's some kind of energy that you're in currently that's literally drawing this person back into your life. So if you're suddenly getting a lot of energy or intuitive hits that they're coming back, I'm getting here that this is quite possible. Your energy is drawing them back like a magnet. I mean, they already feel your energy, so it's not like you're doing anything against their will. You know, of course, they have the free will not to come back and to continue to put their heels in the sand, right? But I feel like your energy, the more that you're in your power, the more that you're in your creativity and just basically your life's purpose doing you, it's literally drawing this person back. And I'm not even seeing that you have to do anything. Just by being you draws this person back to you. That's amazing. So we could also have with that Six of Swords, travel. People could be traveling to come back together again to bridge the gap. That's amazing. So let's go ahead and get an Enchanted Map Oracle card. I'm going to get 3 of these to also see what is the reasoning for this connection. People need to kind of like go into separation to recognize how important they are to one another. And for healing and peace, Six of Swords, clear crap up. Yeah, see, dry desert. Look at this. You know? This right here, I mean, we have desert. We also have like water with the Six of Swords. So there could be like, there's this distance or dry desert between the two of you. But I am getting here that a part of this separation is to kind of go into this mode of being dried up, scorched, left out in the cold. But it's really like left out in the desert, dried up. We also have peaks of joy. What's interesting here, and we have 33 here. I also have 1 + 3 is 4. So yeah, to me, this is like this energy here where maybe we're progressing, you know, we're progressing. We've got the 3, we got the 4, we've got the 6, you know, so we have some numbers here of something that is progressing over a period of time. We have peaks of joy. So during this period of separation, you guys are meant to have peaks of joy, and you might, you know, miss this person. They may miss you, of course, but you're not meant to be miserable and dysfunctional without this individual in your life. You are meant to experience peaks of joy, perhaps in other situations or circumstances. And we also have One Ring Circus. This is somebody who's like alone, another number 6. So One Ring Circus means that this is going to help us to step into our power, to gain our confidence, to find ourselves, to be self-reliant, to know that we will be okay on our own. And it might even help us to kind of see like One Ring Circus, like, you know, somebody's all alone and they're just basically doing their thing, and they might see that, hey, I want a commitment. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go about this life alone. I want a partner. And who better than the Queen of Wands, right? So this period of separation actually is to help the two of you to see how important you really are to one another, but also to improve as human beings, which is this entire connection. That's the reason for the contract. So Now let's take a look and get the energy of how will you remain energetically connected throughout this period of separation. So we're going to go into the Love and Lust deck by Fire Witch Tarot and my Spirits of Darkness and Light. How will you remain energetically connected during the separation? What energy binds the two of you together? We have Spirit of the Wolf. Okay, so you guys, that's not an accident at all. I did say in the very beginning of this reading that I was getting the message of a spirit animal of the wolf. We have two wolves. There's a wolf. And there's a wolf. So the wolf energy connects you both. But of course, what is a wolf? A loner, fierce and instinct, somebody who has to rely on their instincts. This is a lone wolf. I'm getting here that maybe when one of you is in isolation and alone, this is some kind of energy that connects the two of you. You might be feeling your person's energy. They might also really be feeling your energy as well. So let's clarify that Spirit of the Wolf. There's something about your confident sexual energy that lures them in. Your sassy, witty, humorous attitude entertains them. It says, keep being yourself. You're being admired. Okay, you guys. While you guys are in separation, it could be that you are being admired, as in you, the person watching this video. We did just get out of this Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is very, very magnetic. She's very attractive. She is very independent. She is unapologetically herself. So there is something about you and your confidence and your sexual energy. And what's kind of interesting, you guys, is that one of the things that we got earlier when it came to the triggering that was happening here, there was something about your sexual confidence and energy that made your person feel jealous. I did get that. Let me get it, okay? It made them feel jealous and insecure. They felt threatened by how confident you are or were. That's something that triggers them. Even though that came up on your side, I am feeling that your person was threatened by your energy. But now it seems that they actually admire this energy. And it doesn't mean they admire your sexual energy, but they admire your confidence. You unapologetically being yourself. You basically throwing caution to the wind and just being you. And just, you know, being raw and honest and just out there. So that's interesting, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get what else is connecting the two of you. Okay, so we have the Spirit of the Dummy. Weak, follower, clueless. Allow your seductive energy to lure them in. Your erotic vibrations will signal them towards you. Remain patient. They will come. There is something here, you guys, that this queen, which I feel is you, the person watching this video, you're literally drawing them to you with your energy and your vibration. So it says, remain patient. They will come. I do feel like your person actually is coming because we did get return. But the thing is, we have somebody who is feeling perhaps weak. They're feeling weak. They don't want to succumb to this energy immediately. They might see this energy as weak. They might see sexual energy as, they might have a problem with it, is what I'm also getting. They might look at it as something that they don't want your relationship to just be about sex, because I feel like perhaps even though they did feel some deep connection with you, you guys may have only had a sexual connection. And so they don't want to go back into that energy again with you. That is what I'm seeing here with this. I hope that makes sense. So there's a lot of like magnetic energy that's connecting you and your person. And we also have the Spirit of the Crystal Ball, future divination and prediction. So if you are a person that reads tarot or is tapping into some sort of divination, or you're using, to predict the future outcome, I'm getting here that you're tapped into this. You're tapped into what perhaps is on the horizon with this person. Sorry, these cards are slippery. All right, so what's the last message here? Your love was unexpected. See, oh my God. What I'm getting, you guys, remember, okay? Your love was unexpected. I wasn't looking for a relationship, and then you show up and your beauty dazes me, your scent captured me, and my eyes abducted my soul. Your eyes, I'm sorry, abducted my soul. So remember the card that already came out? I'm going to pull it up. Remember what triggered your person when it came to your energy is that they were just, where is it? Oh God, where is it? It was so perfect. I got to find it. I got to find it. All right, here we go. They were just minding their own fucking business. And then all of a sudden you come along. You see that? You come along and then all of a sudden it's just like, what? Right? What is going on? So what I'm picking up on here with that crystal ball's energy, it's kind of like you may have even intuitively felt someone on the horizon before you met them. I'm also getting here that you have a good indication of what's on the horizon with this person now because you're connected to your intuition. You're connected to, some sort of form of divination that's helping you to kind of see the possibilities of the future to come. So it's like that your person was significantly affected by meeting you. There's no doubt about that. A lot of things that have been confirmed here in this reading through divination. We have confirmed that is your person's energy. They were just kind of doing their own thing. They might have that lone wolf spirit in them, but you come along and you threaten that for them. And so it triggers them. And they destroyed this because it may not have been what they were looking for or what they feel like they can go towards. And they might still have some hangups when it comes to sex is what I'm getting here. And there's something about your energy that triggers them it forces them to have to confront whatever their hangups are about sex. I get that in this reading. They might have loved the sex that the two of you had. They may have just been, a very willing participant, partner in what your passion and what the energy you guys had connected. But I'm also getting to that it brought out some sort of shame or it brought out some sort of feeling where they felt like they were just being judged. I don't know. There's some kind of weird energy here. So I hope that makes sense to you guys because that's the energy that still exists between the two of you. There is a lot of passion, a lot of sex and spark and fire. And they don't want to fall victim to it, but they can't help but be drawn to you either. So they're fighting this right now is what I'm seeing here. It's like they fought it before and they're still fighting it. Interesting. All right. So now let's take a look and get the energy of, is your connection leading more towards a union or a continued separation? Okay. So we're going to go into my arrows of love and we're going to combine it with if I can find the deck, the Lovers Tragedy, love and Tragedy Oracle. Sorry, I've got so many cards and I can't pick them up with having no nails now. Shit, I couldn't pick them up with my nails either. What am I talking about? All right. Is your connection leaning more towards union at this point? A reconciliation? Or continued separation. So we're just going to get one of these cards to kind of give us the overall energy here. We have new beginnings. All right. Let me read it. This deck is very hard for me to read. Very hard because my eyes are just not the way that they were before. It says something is about to change. It says something is coming. This card is reflecting an intention that was cast to bring forth something into existence. So I do feel like you guys, this is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands has cast out something. She's cast out some sort of an energy net, and it's not about capturing somebody or getting somebody to do something against their will. We can clearly see that this person is drawn into your energy. So you've put some intention out there. So is this connection leading more towards union or continued separation? I'm seeing it's leaning more towards a reconciliation. We have winter. So winter comes up 2 times, you guys, in this reading. It could literally be that what was frozen before, what's been frozen in time, is now going to be thawed, and you guys are going to have an opportunity to have a new beginning. And it could even be in the season of winter. We have heart on the line. Yeah, people's hearts are on the line. You know, people's hearts have just been kind of hanging around. It doesn't mean that they've been just sitting around and doing nothing in the meantime, but their hearts have been on the line for a while. Could even be somebody that's going to be ringing you on the phone on the line. Yeah, we have cactus heart, somebody who's been guarded for a long time. Suddenly, it's like something thaws. They put their heart on the line is what I'm getting here. They take a risk. They take a chance. They let their guard down, and they start fresh. So I am getting here that you and your Queen of Wands energy is really helping this person to let go of a lot of this guarded energy and put their heart on the line and take a risk and take a chance to perhaps reach out and contact you. So I'm seeing more of a chance of reconciliation rather than continued separation. Just calling it like I see it. Okay, so now let's take a look here and see how is Spirit assisting this connection. Okay, how is Spirit assisting this connection? This right here is called the Magic of You Oracle. How is Spirit assisting this connection right now? Epiphany. So there's some sort of an epiphany here. It also says reveal your gifts. So this could be that you are being called right now to step into your mission, to step into your gifts, your talents, things like that. Share your gifts with the world, something. But epiphany is about a realization, an understanding. So Spirit is assisting those who are blocked right now or who are afraid with some sort of information that is being downloaded to them to open their hearts, to take their guard down. Things that make us feel uncomfortable. You know, this is uncomfortable. That cactus heart is very uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to be in that energy. So Spirit is helping people to remove these thorns, okay? To stop being so guarded towards this person or this connection. Let's get some signs. We have force. So force comes up 2 times in this reading, you guys. Forceful and force. Again, Spirit is kind of like forcing us to do something. And that doesn't mean that we don't have free will at the end of the day, but Spirit is literally trying to get people to wake the fuck up to do something that maybe is going to make them feel uncomfortable. It's kind of like that inner knowingness. You know what needs to happen. You know what needs to be done, but maybe you're just still kind of dicking around and wasting time, or maybe this person is doing the same. For me, it's like Spirit's about ready to get kind of crazy. Maybe put some tower moment into place. We also have visions. People are getting visions, epiphanies, realizations, and also they're seeing things. Visions, and this is like visions of the mind, you guys. Of course, this could be things that you're seeing in the outer world, such as signs, but I am getting here, it's like a lot of inner visions. This could be a lot of dreams as well. And it's smoke, so it's kind of like it's hard to make out, but there's definitely some messages coming in the form of visions when it comes to this person and you. And we have rocket, because damn, it's like a rocket ship is about ready to voyage, about ready to take off here. So it's kind of like what I'm getting here. It's like this new beginning. It's here for the both of you. It's here for the taking. But what are you are you going to do what you need to do in order to get to it? Wow. Very interesting stuff, you guys. So why don't we go ahead and get some possible future energy here? What is the most likely? I mean, I kind of feel like we already did that with, is this leading more towards a reconciliation, union, rather than continued separation? What actions may your person take towards you and you take towards them in order to clear things up and to head towards a reconciliation? I feel like that is something that we need to examine here. That's definitely something we need to examine. So we're going to go into, what are we going to go into? We'll go into this deck right here, which is called Wisdom of the Oracle. Yeah, Wisdom of the Oracle. What actions may your person take towards you and this connection moving forward? I'm going to get one card and then I'm going to get a tarot. Oh my God, this is the second time that your person has gotten soulmate energy towards you. Actually, yeah, total eclipse of the heart, which was a soul connection, soulmate, soul connection. Damn. Okay. Well. Okay, so I do have Two of Pentacles. This is somebody who's still kind of juggling back and forth the idea. I'm going to get two cards here from their higher self on this situation. Because they feel it. They feel it with you. They feel drawn to you. They feel connected to you. They can't forget about you. But man, they're just going back and forth on whether or not they should do it. How could you still love me after all I've done? So again, this person is not sure that you still love them. They're not sure if you're going to be able to forgive them for what has happened between the two of you. So that's why there's that question there. But you still take my breath away. Why is that? Because I've never forgotten about you. When I think about you, it takes my breath away. So they're very conflicted. So this doesn't really guarantee that your person's going to do anything, but they're still going to continue to feel connected to you. So that is going to be a factor for them, whether they act on it or not. It might be that they're trying to balance out something in their life right now. And so until they get more clarity, they may not make any moves towards you. What is your most likely move towards them or to resolve this situation? Okay, so do you see you guys both have a lot of questions? Why? Why? What will happen if I do this? What will happen if I do that? So again, you may be consulting a book. You may be consulting spirit, because we do have wings connected to that book. You might want to ask spirit to reveal these epiphanies and these visions to you on what you should do. You might need more clarity is what I'm getting here before you decide to make a move or do anything. Page of Pentacles. This is like you're thinking about it. You're in your head. That's pages to me. You may want to write something. You literally may want to write something out. You may even want to make communication by writing something to them. But this is an energy of what could happen if I do this. Kind of like Pandora's box. Do I want to open up Pandora's box? What happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? What if this person doesn't love me anymore? What if this is all just bullshit and fantasy thinking? What if this connection is just in my head? See, being apart has been life-changing for you. I mean, you have definitely changed your life very significantly. So this separation with this person has changed your life. Most definitely. So, and also too, it's kind of like you might be still questioning, why has this separation with this particular person, of all the people, of all the relationships or all the people you've known in your life, why does this particular connection stand out to you? Why can't you close the chapter on this particular thing? I'm afraid. See, you're afraid. You're afraid to take that next step, and actually they are too. So you guys are both mirroring each other here is what I'm getting. You're both mirroring each other. You guys are both still in a state of fear because you are still questioning on whether or not either that's the right thing to do, or what is this person going to do? How are they going to react if I come towards them? So you guys are both kind of like back and forth with the energy. One day they might feel like they could do something, and then it goes back to you. It's like back and forth, like a juggling energy here. I feel like you guys are on the same page though. You and this person are on the same page with how you feel about this connection, what you may want to happen, the work that you've done on yourselves. It's really beautiful. So now let's just see what the parting message is here for you. So we're going to get a parting message from your person's higher self to you. So we're going to get into this deck here, which is the Soul Lovers in Separation with the Untold Truths. So this is just going to be something that maybe they've never told you before. So this is the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight, and then Soul Lovers in Separation by Angelic Revelation 144. And before we tap into that, I actually want to see, how is your person always holding your energy with them? How is your energy always with them? Let's take a look at that. We're going to go into the wisdom of the hidden realms. What energy always seems to be with them when it comes to you and this connection? It's an energy that they're always holding on to when it comes to you and the connection. Okay, they see you as a priestess. They see you as a priestess. They see you as somebody who might be very, very spiritual, very ascended, very wise. Okay. They might also see you as a witch. I'm getting that as well, if that resonates with you. And I don't mean that in a negative at all. This is somebody who's very sacred, somebody who is could be very magical, a healer. This is definitely a priestess who has her altar with everything that she needs to prepare. They might also see you, because this to me is kind of like a magician's energy. They might see you as a manifestor, somebody who's very magical. It's definitely a very beautiful card. So they really admire this about you. They admire perhaps your spiritual path, your spiritual connection, you know, your connection with your, your higher power. That's beautiful. Okay. So what is their untold truth? We have tension, turbulence, arguments, stress. Walking away from you was the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life, and it's my biggest regret. Okay, so what I see here is that your person is telling you from their higher self that when things got very tense between the two of you, there was, a lot of turbulence, or there was about to be a lot of stress or arguments, whatever happened, it was just easier to walk away from you, but it was actually hard. It was hard for them to do that. They may have even told you that. It was harder on them than you knew, But they do have a lot of regret that they walked away from you, or that you had to walk away from them because of this tension. So they want you to know that. Okay, I don't know how many times it can come up. Soulmates comes up 3 times in this reading, or soul connection, spiritual connection, deep love. They have deep love. They feel like there's something about your connection that's just something that is unique. They've never felt it with anybody else. Never felt it with anybody else. During our separation, our love has only grown stronger. Wow, I long to see you again and unite as one. Holy crap. Unity, unite. Oh my God. During our separation, this spiritual connection, this love that I have for you, this deep love has only grown stronger. I long to see you again and unite as one day. Well, one last card, and then we're going to close up this reading because that's pretty intense. Deja vu, past life. Did say something about past life energy, I feel, early on in the reading. Maybe I didn't. I think I did because the childhood card came up. I definitely feel like you guys have done previous lifetimes together. I also feel that you guys have had to go through some sort of karmic lessons, either together or in separation. I'm getting mostly in separation, and we have repeated patterns. It's like you guys really wanted to clear up your patterns in this life. And so as painful and as difficult as this separation has been, it's actually been for the highest good of yourselves and the connection. Deep in my heart, I know that you are the one for me. I promise my soul will be by your side for all eternity. Holy crap. Sorry, I keep saying that. It's my favorite thing to say, besides interesting. Well, if that doesn't say it all, I don't know what does. Deep in your person's heart, they know that you're the one. And they promise you that they will be by your side for all eternity. So what I want to say about that, you guys, is that even if this person never makes their way back to you in this physical life, and I know that might make you feel really sad right now, they're actually going to be by your side for all eternity, because you guys are just going to come back together in the next life, and you guys are going to meet again, because this is a spiritual connection, But yeah, I don't know why I don't want to close up the reading yet. I want to see what Spirit's last message is. What does Spirit want you to know before we part from this energy? What is the most important thing that Spirit wants you to understand and know about your connection? This one is messages of love from all things intuitive. What's the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand at this particular time when it comes to this connection? We have lessons. Well, I mean, of course, that was that was one of the biggest themes of this connection, is to learn something from it. School. You guys have definitely learned something from all of this. Meeting, separation, all of it. Look at that. You had to learn to release a lot of things. You had to accept and surrender, and you had to let go of one another. You also had to let go of certain things that were no longer serving you, behaviors, belief systems. And the only way that this could happen is through triggering each other and going into the separation. That's what Spirit wants you to know and understand right now. Exactly, you had to surrender. You had to let go. The only way that you could learn this lesson is by letting go. Firm boundaries, exactly. Even putting up boundaries, putting up a wall. Learning to put up healthier boundaries within yourself. It's kind of like the only way that you could learn that maybe being vulnerable or being so open perhaps, even though that's a good thing and an admirable thing sometimes, it could be that somebody didn't have healthy boundaries. And so something about being released from this person or rejected by this person or vice versa, it helped you to put up healthier boundaries and let go of unhealthy attitudes about yourself and to really work on gaining more self-worth. That's what I'm seeing here. What else? Yeah, exactly. It's like lessons and understanding these lessons. This is like just a higher form of understanding, ascension. Here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. Understanding that your person, this person, is already, you like this just confirms, I feel, that what Spirit is trying to tell you here, that whatever connection you feel that you have with this person, it's being confirmed today that you and this person are connected on a soul level. You have to understand that this person is already a part of your life. They may not be in your life right now, but they are a part of your soul and you are a part of them. Here and now in the present time, you are in their heart and they are in yours. That's what I'm seeing here. And you might not need to understand that. Maybe you don't like to believe that or can't believe it. With the energy of fear. See, self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. So again, we know that both people, you and your person, are afraid to take that next step right now because it's all fear-based. So what you have to do is you have to work on clearing your own energy field and focus on yourself before anybody's going to do anything. So this is a great time for us to do that inner work and to clear up any kind of energy that's just holding us back. Last message. We have somebody that's receiving something, like receiving a message, receiving the healing, receiving the understanding that they needed to understand. We have abundance. This is beautiful. Receiving. Okay, so this is saying you've done the work. Abundance is now flowing to you out. What I'm getting here is that people have received this confirmation. People have received what they've needed to understand and know. People have received something about this connection, whether it be it's a confirmation of something, they understand something about the connection, and so what's happening is now abundance is flowing to them now. It's almost like their guard is now coming down. That shield around their heart is now coming down. And so all of this stuff is flowing to them now. All of this understanding, all of this clear energy. I'm receiving it. I'm getting it. Their channel to Spirit and yours is so freaking clear right now. Even though, yes, there's still some fear and there's still some things that need to be worked on, there's a clear level of channeling going on here between you and this person. I'm just getting here. Channel's extremely clear. All right, one last message here. I'm going to let you go. Last thing that Spirit wants you to understand and know before we close up this reading. Last thing we have, okay, so they're telling you here that an external party is meddling in this relationship. And what that means, you guys, is that there are other energies that are surrounding you and your person. And it doesn't necessarily mean that people are creating drama or meddling, but it does affect the situation. It does affect the connection. So if there are other people And I'm just going to say this, if there are third-party situations, we have to figure out what we're going to do with those third-party situations before we come together or try to attempt to come together with this person. It's not a great way to start off a connection or a reconnection. So people have to try to figure that out. They have to figure out what they're doing, what they want, what they don't want, what they're ready to release and let go of. So that could be for you, that could be for them. It could just be interference of fear, interference of feeling like, I don't know if I can trust my intuition. I don't know if I can basically take that risk. I don't know if I can put my heart on the line. So people have a lot of questions right now on, can they do it, or can't they just can't do it. So I feel like this whole future, this whole situation, this whole connection is kind of hanging in the balance right now. But just know that this energy between you and your person is very fluid, and you're picking up on a lot of stuff, and so are they, when it comes to the energies that are connecting the two of you. I don't know why I just keep wanting, I do this sometimes, you guys. I just feel like I just want more. So let's go ahead and get the energies that may continue to connect the two of you in the future. So like, I like this deck because it says earth magic. So it could just be being out in nature, or something could connect them, their higher selves, to you, or something like that. Your energy fields, maybe clear channeling during just different energies. Oh, I love this. We have rainbow. So the rainbow, of course, is like the blessing. It's also a promise of happiness. It's a promise of things getting better, right? Hope. Love that. Could just be out nature. Oh, rainbows and clouds. It could be during rain, shape shifting. So this is telling me here that people are just kind of shifting in and out. You know what's funny? And I'm going to just say this again. The wolf is coming up loud and clear as an animal, a spirit animal. Somebody is shape shifting in and out of wolf and human. And I don't mean that literally, you guys, but there's something going on there. There's something going on there. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it keeps coming through. So clouds and rainbows go together, you guys, because when there's clouds outside, it rains. And then when the clouds are clear, then there's a rainbow. So I feel like what's connecting the two of you is that finding the blessings in all of the shit that's happened between the two of you. All of the darkness is proving to be a blessing in disguise. And that's one thing that I kept getting from this connection early on, was that all the pain that you've had to endure, all the ways that this person triggered you and vice versa, was for the greater good of yourselves and this connection. Last message. Oh, wow. Release. Helps us to release. So this is the autumn equinox here. This could, of course, be something of a time frame. Now, I know winter came up, but I'm getting winter and fall are significant to this particular connection for whatever reason. You could have met in the fall, parted in winter, or vice versa, or this could literally be when people release their fears, their shadows, and they go into the light, and they go, kind of like crossing that rainbow bridge to the other side of the rainbow or something like that. Could be in autumn. I don't know, you guys. Very interesting stuff. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that reading. And like I said, if it didn't resonate for you, that just means it wasn't your message this time. All right. Have a great Sunday, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.